So the ingredients for our meatloaf are minced meat, of course. It could be mixed or it could be beef. A little bit of butter, which I'm not going to put in the mix, but I'm going to use to butter the aluminum foil. Parsley, 1 egg, onion and garlic, breadcrumbs, tomato sauce, salt and pepper, a little bit of water, and as you see over there in the back, I have the hard-boiled eggs, and I also have feta cheese. So we're going to make 2 different ones stuffed. One of them is going to be stuffed with the hard-boiled eggs, and the other one is going to be stuffed with the feta cheese. So let's go mix our ingredients. Oh, and I'm sorry, all the way in the back there on the right, you can see the potatoes. I'm going to make it with potatoes in the oven, and right next to the potatoes right here is the sauce, which is going to be in the recipe that you can use to put on top of the potatoes. Sauce is a preference. You can take in and out of the sauce, you know, if you don't like something, but it has garlic. It also has olive oil, lemon, a little bit of mustard. So I'll give you the recipe for that. First thing I'm going to do before anything else, I'm going to move this to the side, is I'm going to take my 2 pieces of aluminum. So I have 2 because I'm going to make 2 different ones. And what I'm going to do, I can use my hand. That's why I'm wearing gloves, because I'm going to be a little bit messy. I'm going to butter my aluminum foil. Butter it as much as I can. Doesn't need to go all the way to the end, because the end we're gonna fold. So I'll put it to the side, and then it's this one. Okay, so these are ready. So I'm gonna put them to the side. I have both of them. So you don't need to do anything special. The only thing we're going to do is just put everything in the bowl with the minced meat. Again, you can use only beef, or you can use mixed. So I'm going to put in my onion and garlic. I grated the onion. I didn't chop it really fine. Because when you chop it, you still get some big pieces, and I like it really finely chopped. So you can either put it in the blender or just grate it. I just grated mine. We're gonna put the breadcrumbs, salt and pepper. Doesn't really matter which way you throw everything in. A little bit of tomato sauce, makes it moist. And I have a little bit of water right there, because if I need to, I'm going to feel it. If I need to, I can use it. A little bit of water. I'm going to throw in my parsley. And I'm going to break in my egg. So the only thing that I need to do now is just really well, just mix everything together. Make it into one homogeneous mix. Doesn't take too much, doesn't need that long. I did put a drop of water at the beginning. I do not need to put any more. I see my meat is very moist because I put the tomato sauce. I use gloves because it's easier. You just throw them out at the end, but if you don't have gloves, bare hands are fine too. Okay, that was it. My mix is basically ready. And what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to separate it into my, I'm going to separate it onto my aluminum foil. I hope you can see that better. Okay, I'll do half and half. If you don't like any stuffing into it, you can just leave it plain. But in my household, some people like it with the hard-boiled eggs. My kids don't eat the hard-boiled eggs, so they like the feta. So you're just gonna open it up like this. You're gonna try and do it as even as possible. Doesn't have to be the same everywhere. If you need to add a little bit more, you do. Just approximation. Okay. Now, depending how big this is gonna be, this is how many eggs you're gonna need. I did boil about 7 eggs, I think. I don't think I'm gonna use them all, but we'll see. So now the only thing that we're going to do is take our eggs and just put them one next to the other. Maybe I can squeeze one more in. There we go. One more squeeze. All right, so I'm just gonna lay my eggs like that. And now I'm gonna fold it. Very easy to fold. I'm just gonna take this to the side because I'm gonna move it to the pan. So either way, you can do this. The butter is there because it doesn't stick. And I'm gonna do this. Kind of fold it together. Close the sides. Same procedure. I just flatten it up and make it into a rectangle as much as I can. Try to be even out all along. So, and then I'm going to take my feta, which I am going to crumble. And I'm going to put in the middle or all over my meatloaf. There we go. A little bit more in the middle. Alrighty. And I'm going to fold this one as well. Same way. Same process. Again, we just want the two sides to stick together. That's what we're trying to do. We want them to stick together so when it's ready, to the sides, kind of close them up. See, I'm opening this so I can show you. You can touch it with the gloves. It doesn't matter really that the aluminum foil, gets dirty from my hands. And I'm gonna move this in here. I'm gonna take off the gloves now as I want to touch the potatoes and these are dirty. Okay, so meatloaf is ready. Very easy recipe, very, very quick. So in here I have mixed already and I'm gonna give you the recipe for the sauce. So I'm just gonna pour it all over, and I do have the water that I need in here too, so I don't need to have any water. And the only thing that I need to do is just put them in the pan. The water that I need is there. Okay, kind of even them out depending on how many people are eating. You can put more or less potatoes. This is definitely good for up to 6 people because I have the 2 meatloafs in there. But this is the final dish, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna warm up my oven and I'm gonna put it in there for about an hour and a half. I'm gonna see that the potatoes are ready. The meat doesn't need that long, but the potatoes need to cook thoroughly. What I like to do is cover the pan so it gets to the temperature that it needs quicker. So I cover it for the first 40 minutes with aluminum foil. And then I take the aluminum foil off and let it just get a nice color on top. So I have my aluminum foil here. The only thing I can do is just cover it. So I'll put it in the oven, 400 Fahrenheit, about 200 Celsius, for 1 hour. In 1 hour, I'm gonna open it a little bit to see where it stands, and if I need to take the foil off, I will. Putting it in the oven, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. There we go. And we're gonna check on it in about 60 minutes. Okay, time has passed, about 1 hour and 30 minutes. And our food is ready. Look at the nice color of the potatoes. There we go. So I'm gonna open the two foils. I'm gonna open one of them so that you see what it looks like. This is the one with the egg. So this is what I wanted to do. I wanted the meat to lock together. That's why I used the aluminum foil. So this is the one with the egg, and this right here is the one with the feta cheese. I'm gonna just open it. It's a little bit hot. There we go. Beautiful. And this is our food. 10 minutes of preparation and about 1.5 hours in the oven, and we're all set.